focus to apples. I have been drinking a lot of cider so far this fall. I do have to admit that as well.
I think I've only had the one glass that was brought in last week, so I need to
some of that
step up
cherry
my game.
cider as well. Yeah, lots of good cider out there.
And this morning we are heading over to Burch Farms, where our Megan Selensky is joining us live from this morning. Megan, you've been out in the apple orchard all morning. Have you gotten to try any yet?
Brissa, I have picked quite a bit, and maybe if you're lucky, I'll even bring back some cider for you. As you see here, I got tons of apples already in my basket. We still have another hour to go. And I'm not alone picking this morning. I got Tim Burch here, the owner of the farm. And Tim, you said you guys have had this farm for 6 generations. How is farming similar or different to what it was when your parents or your grandparents were even here?
Absolutely, Megan. When I was little, the standard apple tree was 25 foot high, 50 foot wide. As you can see, we're standing here by the apple trees. We don't have a tree on the farm that's over 6.5 foot high. We keep our feet on the ground, no ladders anymore, and it has changed an awful lot.
And you've had a lot of customers come in and out of here over the years. What are some of the things that they've told you about their experience here at Burch Farms?
They really think the little dwarf apple trees are really neat. They just can't believe that you can raise apple trees or apples on such little trees. And the biggest question I get is, Tim, how do you raise as many bushel per acre on these small little trees as what a big 25-foot tall tree used to grow? And, back in the day, my grandfather used to plant 75 apple trees to an acre of ground. Today, I plant 600 trees to an acre, and as you can see with the numerous apples on the trees, all I need is 2 bushel a tree, and that's 1,200 bushels to an acre. That's an awful lot of apples.
So for some context, I'm about 6 feet tall with the heels on. How long does it take a tree to get about this height?
That's the other key with these little dwarf trees. It takes about 3 years to get the tree into production, and then it just keeps producing. Back in the old days, they had to grow the tree for 8 to 10 years before it started bearing fruit. And today, with the little trees, we can get them into production in about 3 years, so it makes a big difference.
And as you can see here, there's quite a bit of apples on this tree. And throughout the morning, we will be picking apples all morning long and even trying some out. Mark, Brissa, back to you.
There you go.
Take a bite.
That is the bite of sweetness that we love so much this time of year. And yeah, from whether it's just, picking them yourself or drinking that cider, it's fun to do this fall.